Hey everyone, welcome back to It's Just Tech. Today we've got a roller coaster of financial and regulatory drama to discuss. Just kidding, that was yesterday, just seeing if you're paying attention. So let me go on to today's news. It's still a roller coaster, but after yesterday's reporting, some additional information came out. And and again, I think some of the subjects here you might say, wait a minute, isn't this a technical site? Yes, but we really delve into the issues as they affect you, not just as they affect the corporations. And the entire DEI initiative has devastated the technology field and the education system and the Department of Justice and Border Patrol and the military. And we can see the unraveling into chaos. Yesterday's video was, of course, about jellyfishing in the fintech space. But today I want to jump into the DEI initiative as it is being called back, we can say. So let me kick this off right. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to It's Just Technical. Today, we're diving deeper into the fabric of our society. We're exploring the values that shape our beliefs and the challenges that we face in pursuit of equality and justice. But before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more thought-provoking discussions. We really are excited about the launch we're doing here in 2024 and the best way that we know how to serve the community. So if we look back at a historical perspective, we've been told all men are created equal. This is a very powerful phrase from our own United States Bill of Rights, emphasizing the foundational principles of equality. Our country has a history steeped in the fight for freedom. Notably, we've only had one civil war in this entire country. And although they are quickly pushing us down that path again, I hope we're wiser than that. But in this case, the one and only civil war that we actually had was the North and the South defending liberty and freedom. We literally had a war to end slavery. Now, as we move forward to the present and we find ourselves grappling with the resurgence of terms like civil and national divorce, it raises questions about the persistent issues of discrimination, racism, division, divisive tactics as planned chaos. Today's post is a call for self-reflection. Who are we in this world? Who are you in this world? What values guide our beliefs? What values guide your beliefs? It's crucial to understand that our rights are often seen as God-given, beyond the reach of any earthly authority. But we have seen over the last few years the culmination of individuals who bow down to today's authority. Do you know where your beliefs come from? And are you clear about the fundamental values that you hold as an individual? Not that have been plugged in by malalignment or propaganda or the government indoctrination camps that we refer to as public schools. But what are your true values? This is really the starting point of the conversation as we move forward. Now, as we transition into a topic of propaganda and chaos, unfortunately, the waters get murky very quick with the propaganda and manipulation. Remember the whole distinction between misinformation and disinformation, outright lying? The Department of Justice continues to offer rulings that are not in alignment with actual laws and not in alignment with the core values that this country was built upon. The Justice Department is supporting chaos. It is rewarding those who are on one side of the table and punishing those on the other, and outright lying in between. They're clouding the path towards clarity on purpose. It's essential to cut through the noise and once again, know who you are. As soon as you're at the point of understanding who you are, what your values are, and where your beliefs came from, you can start to hold discernment in this space and understand what companies you want to work for, who you want to align yourself with, and which products you want to support by using discernment. So yesterday, we saw yet another Ivy League president resign. right? This one wasn't fired. They honestly chose to step down, sparking an interesting observation from Al Sharpton. Now, what's funny is I went online to get a pic of Al and a pic of um, of Miss Gay and just put them side to side, and I didn't have to do that. It had already been matched up. So at least there's others who have caught the the subtle hint, we might call it, from where we're from. But Al Sharpton came out swinging, and he had a number of claims, but he claimed something that we shouldn't let slide by. He said that corporations are attempting to back out of the billions of dollars that they pledged to DEI. What? They pledged to this? They purposely bought into the lies, the racism, the discrimination? Yes, they did. It is a global agenda, and specific companies said, yes, we will participate and we will support this. Do we not question that? For any CEO who bought into this, do they not realize that anti-racism is racist? Anti-discrimination is discrimination? Do they not realize what they were doing? At what time was the turning point? Starting early this last summer, the various companies came out and started saying, we're not doing that anymore. It's costing our bottom line. It turns out the minority, the tyranny from the minority, is not what the majority who had the money wanted. Who would have thought? So the host of the interview with Al even paused a moment, but didn't ask the next deep questions, as we often see from the mainstream media. But the question really arises, why? We're at a point of how this happened. We're figuring that out. But why did corporations agree to pledge billions of dollars to an ideal that may be in itself discriminatory and racist? Does this reflect the true beliefs of those CEOs who, by the way, many of them graduated from the very same Ivy League schools? So returning to equality, personally, I'm ready to return to a world where all men are created equal and have equal rights under the laws of capitalism. You know, Elon Musk put out a post within the last few days, and he said, just imagine, or let's try an experiment where we divide a country in half. One half socialist, communism even, and the other half capitalist. Okay, let's check back in, I don't know, 70 years and see the results. Well, you know what? Those 70 years has passed. How well did it turn out? So I wanted to bring in a few more clips as well. Jesse Waters chimed in, and he said, we're learning that DEI is actually a Trojan horse for to hire more libs. We can't see another perfect example as what we saw at Budweiser. And then out of the blue, as if we've never heard this concept before, and we didn't think that we were finally moving beyond it, we even saw the big launch from Daily Wire of Lady Ballers, just making a mockery of the entire scenario. And we recently saw the presidential candidate, Vivek, have a great conversation in Ohio. And yet here we go, US boxing is slammed for a new policy that allows biological men to compete against women. Of all sports, is boxing one where you want your daughter, or maybe you as a woman, want to be hit by a man? The strength is just not equal. We've seen the UFC gladly take the money from Budweiser to right the ship and teach them a lesson. The suggestion was that that deal was worth $100 million. And it doesn't quite look like they've learned their lesson yet. But is boxing that far off? But you know, I want to let you know that when you watch a video, maybe we love to sit around and watch Fail Army. There's usually an asterisk where it says no one was harmed. It's some of the big accidents that they show or goofball ideas. Well, I'll let you know that Although millions of people have been harmed with all of these global initiatives and activated movement of people around the planet, and millions of people are being harmed financially as they're displaced from their jobs or their homes and actually being replaced. And millions of children are being harmed through our educational system. But I do have to let you know that the one person who's kicking off the shift that happened at least yesterday was not harmed. Miss Claudine Gay does continue to be a faculty member at Harvard, and more than likely it's been guessed that she will be able to keep her nearly $1 million a year salary. I'm glad that nobody's been hurt in the process. As we navigate the complex landscape, remember the importance of self-awareness and clear understanding of our own values. Thanks for joining us today again on It's Just Tech. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know the routines. For more discussions on issues and matters that affect us in the real world from a technology perspective. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and let's keep moving forward together.